humanity has sent a total of about 50 probes to Mars. NASA alone has launched a staggering 24 of them, and 5 are still up and running today. The Soviet Union launched about 20, but almost all of them ended in failure. The ESA has sent 2 probes to Mars, and we successfully launched ours in 2021 as well. Tianwen-1 and Zhurong, accomplishing orbiting, landing, and roving all in one go. Roving. India, the UAE, and Japan each have 1 probe there too. But right now, there are only 9 probes still working on the Martian surface or in orbit. All the other probes have been buried on this red planet. Some even lost contact before they could even land. In this video, I'll take you through the timeline to give you a comprehensive look at the history of human Mars exploration. In 1971, NASA launched Mariner 9. This was the first probe in human history to successfully orbit another planet, and it was right then that we first truly got a clear look at Mars. It transformed Mars from a blurry red dot into a world that could truly be studied for the long haul. In 1975, NASA launched Viking 1 and Viking 2. They each consisted of an orbiter and a lander. They didn't just orbit Mars, they actually touched down on the surface. In 1976, Viking 1 successfully landed first, followed by the successful landing of Viking 2. This was humanity's first time truly looking at Mars from the surface. In 1996, NASA launched the Mars Global Surveyor. It truly brought Mars into the era of high-definition mapping. It worked around Mars for nearly 10 years, conducting long-term, systematic observations of the surface. Many of the high-definition Mars maps we are familiar with today, and topographic maps wouldn't exist without it. In 2001, Mars Odyssey was successfully launched. One of its most important discoveries was confirming the existence of vast amounts of water ice beneath Mars. Even more incredible is that Mars Odyssey is still working today. It is also one of the most senior probes currently in Mars orbit. In 2003, the European Space Agency launched Mars Express. This was the ESA's first probe to successfully enter Mars orbit and operate there for the long term. Its mission was very comprehensive, studying the atmosphere, surface, mineral composition, and subsurface structure. It helped humanity further research the history of water on Mars and gave Europe its own stable Mars exploration capabilities. In 2004, NASA's Spirit and Opportunity rovers landed on Mars one after the other. Spirit's most important contribution was finding ample evidence on the surface of rocks and minerals that had been altered by water. Opportunity discovered spherical concretions, layered sediments, and various mineral evidence. Spirit went on to work for over 6 years, and Opportunity worked for nearly 15 years, far exceeding their original design lives. In 2005, NASA launched the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. What made it so impressive was it brought back extremely high-resolution images of the Martian surface. In 2008, NASA's Phoenix successfully landed near the Martian North Pole. Its biggest achievement was pretty straightforward. It actually dug up ice right beneath the Martian surface. In 2012, NASA's Curiosity rover successfully landed on Mars. In Gale Crater Curiosity found evidence of ancient lakes, environments, sedimentary layers, and organic molecules. From this point on, Mars exploration truly entered the era of habitability. In 2014, NASA's MAVEN probe entered Mars orbit. It wasn't focused on the surface, but instead focused on Mars's atmosphere. It discovered that the reason Mars lost its atmosphere has a lot to do with the solar wind. In 2016, the European Space Agency's ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter successfully entered Mars orbit. Its focus is also the Martian atmosphere, especially those trace gases that exist in tiny amounts but are hugely significant, because gases like methane could be related to geological activity or even biological activity. In 2018, NASA's InSight lander successfully touched down on Mars. Its core mission was to study the interior of Mars. InSight was the first to truly measure Marsquakes and helped scientists get a clearer picture of Mars's core structure. In 2021, NASA's Perseverance rover successfully landed on Mars. Its mission goal is more direct than any previous rover, looking for signs of ancient life. And Perseverance isn't just doing its own research, it's also collecting samples to prepare for a future Mars sample return mission. Arriving on Mars alongside Perseverance was the tiny Ingenuity helicopter, humanity's first powered controlled flight on another planet. In 2021, China's Tianwen-1 successfully entered Mars orbit, followed by the successful landing and deployment of Zhurong. This was China's first Mars mission, but it accomplished the 3 goals of orbiting, landing, and roving all in one shot. The difficulty level of this feat was incredibly high. Zhurong landed in Utopia Planitia and conducted surveys of the terrain, landforms, soil, and subsurface structure, while Tianwen-1 studied the Martian atmosphere from orbit. The significance of Tianwen-1 and Zhurong is crystal clear. It marks China's official entry into the core ranks of Mars exploration. From NASA's Mariner 9 first orbiting Mars to the successful exploration by Tianwen-1, humanity's understanding of Mars didn't happen overnight. It was built up bit by generation after generation of probes. Mars is becoming less and less like a distant place, and more like the second world humans are truly trying to step into in our solar system.